Welcome to this Permadeath series for No Man's Sky. Now I want to start this video by talking about something that is affecting me, and I'm getting the impression that from your comments that it's also affecting you, and this is the multitude of missions and objectives that seem to have appeared. Because we've now got 3 primary missions, we've got all these secondary missions here like industrial surveying, fleet command, base computer archives, and then I've got scientific research down here. And I think this is a bit of a problem that's been introduced with Beyond, in the sense that what was once some pretty standard threads, like when you first started play, you used to do the Awakening and then moved on to the Atlas path, and somehow the Apollo missions fitted alongside. And I think that's all become very entangled now with all the base missions, and that is causing a lot of confusion. And I must admit, it's starting to do me in. And I think a good example was the previous video where I set out just to do some simple exploration, and I got distracted and pulled to do other missions. And I think this is an issue that Hello Games is going to have to address in the next update, is somehow rationalize the missions down a little bit so there is more of a thread going through. I mean, you could even argue technically, do you need the base missions now that they've got the anomaly? But then you could do the converse and say, is the anomaly too much? And I think Snafu pointed it out that maybe the anomaly and all the availability of all the texts was a way to rebalance the game from a multiplayer perspective. And if that's the way Hello Games want to do it, I mean, that's fair enough. But I think they need to make it clear so that players who don't want to just jump into the anomaly and grab every tech and still want to find it and grow within the game and move forward, have some path through the process. And the other thing I think is that the Atlas path really should be a mid-game mission now. It shouldn't be available this early in the game. And I'd go as far as saying that what you should really do is have something like do the Apollo missions or the Artemis missions and go through there, and then you meet Nada and Polo, and then they give you a key or a way that you can access the Atlas path, because the Atlas path is very much about taking you towards the center of the galaxy. And then of course it ends with a choice. I'm not going to put a spoiler in for any of you guys who don't know what's at the end of the Atlas path, but there's a key choice there that relates to how you go forward into the mid-game, later game. And I think if Hello Games did something like that, they could then expand the Atlas path, add a bit more to it, because there are hints of a wider storyline there. And I think that would be a progression, so we shouldn't be seeing the Atlas path this early in the game. I wanted to discuss this simply because going forward in various videos now, rather than being pulled from pillar to post and trying to do these missions, what I want to try and do is focus on a specific mission type or objective within that video, and effectively try and ignore any subplots or missions that come out from other side. So what I want to do in this video is focus very much on the ghosts in the machine. This is why we are in this system here, because you can see it says here we got to infiltrate a Korvax facility. Now this could be interesting, simply because if I remember correctly from the description when we first got it, it means that we've got to attack a manufacturing base, which could be fun. Because there are 2 ways you can take out a manufacturing base. One is from the air, which is what I will probably do using the ship to blow the doors open. And the other way is to actually go down on the ground and blow the doors open. And the standard weapon, which I don't currently have at the moment, is the plasma thrower. But if any of you guys followed my survival series, that the plasma weapon is a little bit temperamental. It's got a ricochet on it, and I think of all the times I've got killed in my survival series, it was invariably the plasma thrower that actually managed to get myself killed. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about using the plasma thrower in this series, simply because of the number of times I managed to get killed in the survival mode. I think the problem is that when they introduced the next update, they increased the ricochet from the plasma thrower. So if you don't hit things properly, you get a ricochet back at you, which will then kill. Oops. So this is on top of a canyon. Now, this is the suspect Korvax facility. I think they've been a bit devious here because it's going to... They've put it right at the bottom of a canyon. Now, either that or it's just my luck. I'm going to land here just to check it out. It's a bit risky, but I think being in the bottom of this hole is going to make shooting the door out very tricky. And I'm a little bit worried. I'm not... There's something over there. As I say, I'm a little bit worried about bolt caster. Could I do it with the bolt caster? I mean, oh, great. This is a quad as well. And I don't really have the shielding for this. I think there's a little bit of a glitch here. We're going to claim the base. Okay, game. I think we're going to try and shoot the door out with the ship, but I think it could be a little bit tricky. At least I know where the door is. Wow. And this is where the ability to hover would be really good. Right, we've woken up the Sentinels. Oops, just hit a tree. If we can get it from this angle. Are you? Okay, let's just fly up the canyon. Ah, we got an angle at last. Is that actually... Looks like we might have actually blown the door, so let's check it out. I mean, it's difficult to see. Wow. I mean, if I've done enough damage to the door, will this land like this? We haven't done any damage at all to the door. Yes, we've blown the door open. Okay. Gonna run this way. Yep. We probably blew it on a previous pass, but wow, that was... Okay. What we got here? Sodium and chromic metal. And... Alright. Wow. The terminal houses an upgrade module for my exosuit, however I find few clues for Apollo. It seems the Corvex within left this world many days ago, apparently record on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Probe the factory logs. This place seems to have been more than just a factory. It was a home to the Corvex who lived within its walls. It appears that they were experimenting with the autonomy of the collective. Examine the video feeds. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement in the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There is something in there with me. Shine a light upon it. I shine a light upon it. It's a small hairy creature, shaking and afraid. It cries out. The animal appears to have lived here for quite some time. There is a nest in the corner, vestiges of food upon a small dish, even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been a companion to the Corvex. My scanner tells me that the creature is gravely ill and it will die no matter what intervention occurs. We euthanize the creature. As the creature looks mournfully up at me, I fire a single charge at my multi-tool. It shivers no more. Its suffering is at an end. I move on from the factory complex. So we've got another big pile of nanites. And I don't think we've got any tech. Oh, great. We've got Sentinels searching for us as well. trouble is if it's a quad, and I don't really want to go head to head with a quad at the moment. I think we're just going to wait that out for the moment. If it had been an ordinary Sentinel, I would have chanced my arm, but I mean, there is a quad hanging around here. And I'm just going to see. Oh, they were ordinary Sentinels. This is probably not the best. Yeah, thank you. This is probably not the best place to take on Sentinels. There's no room to manoeuvre. And we'll have a look round. Now, I don't know if I've got the jetpack to get up the top of here, but there are sometimes stock up here. There we are. And I think that's about it. Just get back to the ship and see what the next step in this mission is. Can't ever really recall seeing a base down the bottom of a canyon like this before. Well, I don't know if this is a new feature to do with the biomes. It's interesting though. Let's have a quick look. A leap in the dark. Return to space and contact Apollo. Okay. Let's just get out of this hole. Now there is one thing I do want to look for on here. I know I said I wasn't going to digress, but it's very difficult not to. And I just want to have a look round. There's a couple of you posted comments about the frigate modules, and they seems the crash freighters now have a new format, and I wouldn't mind finding one just to check it out and see if we can find one of those ship modules, but it looks like we're not going to find one, so let's just get up into space. Right, incoming frequency from Apollo. Let's have a quick chat with Apollo. Good work, your attack on the factory paid off. Did you see any useful data? No. No matter, we have what we need. Thank you. I recorded countless signal flares when the Sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. We must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They are all linked, I know it. I'll attune your scanner to the Sentinels' energy signals. We shall soon have our prey. Oh, great. Good luck. I will speak to you on the other side. So we've got to follow the Leyline source now. I'm not sure why we've got to Tal Nada and Polo, or whether that's just meant to draw me back to the anomaly, but we're going to ignore that for the moment because that is really a different message thread. If I can get a big chunk of this mission out of the way, then we can start to focus on other things. And if this is down the bottom of another big hole, I'm going to be really annoyed. No. So this is a monolith. I'm just going to drop down on the monolith. And because we're out in the open now, I might take an opportunity to do a bit of general exploration. So let's just go talk to the monolith. Memories of there. Something, yep. I do not know what to expect as I approach the structure. An army of Sentinels, perhaps some gateway through which I will find Artemis. But the shifting structure of the monolith, I can feel something else. The story of vision is already burning in my eyes. Activate. Traveller arrival. The traveller awoke beneath the shadow of the red star. Through the lonely cosmos they fled, yearning for purpose and meaning. Found an anomaly, an aberration, a door to the heavens. No Gek, no Vakeen, no Korvax could see it. Only the traveller could perceive the portal, though they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language of glyphs. They did not yet grasp the price of the truth. Witness glyphs. I am filled with the knowledge of the ancient traveller. I see glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. As I depart, I spot a sentinel drone in the distance. It moves away quickly. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. I've got to kill 3 Sentinels. Well, we got... You might be able to get this one. These are just normal Sentinels. And okay, reinforcements coming in. Reload. Yeah. And these have got armored plating. This is not going to be good. You see, I can't really put these guys down quick enough. Wait. Run away, run away. Wait, hide. Reload. Oh, come on. Hey. How come I dropped the armor on the other one but not on you? Now we need to get out of here pretty quick. Turn to mission agent, yes. I'm not sure why. I think that's a supplementary mission. Right, so what I'm going to do now is fly across the surface. I'm going to wait for that Sentinel countdown to come down, because if I go up into space now, I will be bounced by Sentinel troll ships, and in this heap of junk, I'm not going to be able to do very much at the moment. So we've got to return. So what mission are we on now? What is the leap in the dark? Follow the portal Leylines. Follow to trace the Sentinel signal to the location of the next world. Perform a scan. Glyph sets recovered. We're going to find 3 sets of glyphs now. Perform a scan to detect. We're probably going to need to do that in Leyline link trace. That's probably going to be on another system, is it? Nope. I must admit, I was expecting to go to another planet. Ship's not responding very well. I've definitely got to get the Explorer fixed up. In fact, I'm a bit inclined to maybe shift the focus towards it. There's some really deep canyon crevasses in here. Anyway, we're just going to go and follow the Leyline source. I've got to kill more Sentinels. I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Okay. Well, this brings back some memories. Yes, this definitely brings back some memories. For any of you who are wondering what I'm referring to, is if you ever played No Man's Sky when it first came out, I hate to think about the number of hours I actually spent roving across the planets, visiting ruins like this, and to find an active portal. Because there was this myth at the time that the portals were there, you just had to find them. And as I approach the structure, I'm feeling that the same burning sensation in my eyes. There's nothing to read, yet I am more aware of these words than anything else I've ever known. Activate. Yeah, the Traveller sin. The Traveller found a way, they always did. The first drone screamed when it was cut open. Within the shattered memories of the Sentinels, the Traveller found the glyphs that passed through the gateway, emerging before the face of omnipresence. The Traveller asked the Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. They had seen so many in their life, they did not wish to die before they saw them all. And the Atlas answered, yeah, well, I'm not even going to try. And for any of you curious, that is supposed to be the number of planets in No Man's Sky, spread across all 256 galaxies. So if you've got an ambition to visit every planet in the game, you probably need several lifetimes to do it. More that could be seen by any lifetime. It's impossible to explore the universe before the Traveller died. Witness glyphs. I'm filled with the knowledge of the ancient Traveller. I see the glyphs in my mind and another piece of the code. I think the Atlas would have encountered the name many times in my travels, yet it's true they elude me. Vision fills me with fear. So am I actually getting glyphs? I'm sorry, I've just got to check. No, we're not. So we're just witnessing glyphs. Okay, perform a scan to detect. So there's another one in that direction. In some ways they've changed this because you're actually witnessing glyphs but you're not actually getting them, which I actually quite like the idea of that. It's only a minute away by ship. I suppose I could have walked there, but we're just going to fire Leyline and... Oh, what have we got here? I certainly want to drop down here. Because this is the base type of base I've been looking for. And of course we get some... It's a free takeoff and landing, so we certainly don't want to turn this up. And if I get into here... Yeah, thank you. A dinky little tool. And we got some more nanites. And a few more nanites. And there is some tech I want to install. I've forgotten what it is. So let's have a look at the tech. We've got sodium diode and antimatter. What's it here? Yeah, we need a sodium diode. We need 3 sodium diodes and a cobalt mirror. And in theory, we'll talk to you in a minute. In theory, we should be able to get them here from this spot. I would really like to get that scanner tech, purchase components. This is where they're not going to have it, are they? Right. It's only got one. Are you? And we got a cobalt mirror. Well, look at that. We got 4 cobalt mirrors, but only 1 sodium diode. That is annoying. I want to just check. What we should be able to do is put that in and put that in so that I can save some space in the inventory. We need another 2 what we call it, 2 sodium diodes. Where you gone? There you are. We need... Warrior stares at me with hostile fiery eyes. They're looking at disdain at my exosuit, corroded and slimy with my exposure to toxic air outside. Nevertheless, the life form bows a greeting. Tradition and honor perhaps dictate it. Gar. Interloper. They always call me an interloper. Well, at least the words are filling in. Yeah. I don't feel danger, but I'm about to turn and leave when the creature points towards my multi-tool, the bank there. We're going to hand it. Nods inside and take my multi-tool and examine it. Holding it close before tossing it away into the rosin. An improved replacement multi-tool. Ah, you've got to be kidding. Well, we'll do a comparison. He's offering me a 23 slot multi-tool, but it's damaged. Nah. I mean, that would have been a good find a little while ago, but not now. Let's plot. Choose one of these up just to see where it would take me. Looks like there's another base just over there. What's that? The distress beacon. Oh, that's cool. He's typing. He's obviously a one-finger typer. Okay. Well, we're certainly going to go and check these out. Get rid of that. I wonder what that distress beacon is going to be. Yeah, thank you. We're certainly going to grab the nanites and damaged machinery. I'm still not totally sure. Snafu pointed out a few things about damaged machinery, but I don't know. That's empty. Of course, we're going to claim the base to get some more nanites. Yeah, thank you. And of course, we've got an opportunity here, because if it's something we can sell, we've got a callback's convergence cube. I've got the space to carry it with me. Not really. And I've got, there's a reason why I've got the gold nugget, and I can't remember. Actually, we've got some pugnium as well now. I think we'll go and sell the Alpha Max. I think we'll sell the Callback's Convergence Cube. Did I pick that up? Yes, I did. I mean, it's another 13,000. Yep. Actually, drop a save just against the crash. Now, I did see another building here. Let's throw out a scan. That looked very much like another small trading station. That we kind of try and fly a great circle, or a circle of some kind. But I'm pretty sure it's also difficult to gauge distances in No Man's Sky. Okay. Well, it seems I found the ley line. Even if I didn't intend to find it. Maybe that's what I actually saw on the map. Well, I thought I'd scanned everything on this. But, well, yes, thank you. Definitely want to check out that distress beacon. Quite strange, you fire that one up, and then the other ones seem to light up as well. So we got a few words. It's just click here. Something. I've got absolutely no intention of trying to say that. Everything here is tinted with the same red, the same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. I can only hope the structure holds the final glyph, that my trial at these ruins is nearly over. Well, it should be the last one. The traveller a purpose. The Atlas told the traveller that they were the first of their kind. That a multitude will follow. Each would be endowed with the same noble soul, each able to travel from planet to planet in eternal solitude. The first traveller rejected the gift of Atlas. This was not what they hoped for. What was the purpose of infinity if you could not see it all? If you were alone, if you would be one day die? The first traveller cursed the Atlas and claimed that they would find a way to survive no matter the cost. All of these worlds, all of the time it will be for the travellers to witness the glyphs. I am filled with the knowledge of the ancient traveller. I see the final glyphs in my mind, the final portion of the code. So, locate and activate a portal. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick look at that. Yeah, so we've got to find a portal. I'm not going to do that in this part. What I want to do to wind this part up is I want to check out that distress beacon. For some reason I dropped a custom marker. I've got no idea why. What we got over here? Ammonia, copper deposit. I think we're going to head for the distress beacon. Ammonia. I want to do a reload for that. Just in case the Sentinels get stroppy. Just grab that. Got a crystal fragment. And because we've made progress with the mission, Just want to revisit. Wait. Hey. I want to revisit this just in case to see whether the guy selling the diodes is going to reset. I don't expect it, but if you don't try, you don't find out. Oops, hooked up on a chair. Okay, thank you. Yes. We got 2 now. What blueprints can we purchase here? Boltcaster upgrade, 4 glass. What do we get here? Chromic metal. I think that could be quite useful. There's the neural stimulator, but then again it's going to consume a slot, so I think we can come back to that because I think all these are now pretty standard for the game. There's some birds there. And of course the scan quite often doesn't work on a black. Gotcha. 40,000 for that. We've got 2 species on this planet. Okay. I'm aware of the time, so what I'm going to do is I want to check out this distress beacon and see where it takes me, and I am walk up into space and go there quickly. Because I'm just curious to see where that's going to take me, whether we're going to get another crash ship or a crash freighter. Ideally I would like a crash freighter now. Okay, we found the destination. There's no ship here, which is annoying. Scenario iteration deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment. Prepared. Broadcast. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly compliant. Position log. System integrity. Scan initialized. Is that it? Ah, that's annoying. Because we could get a little bit of oxygen while we're here. And some sodium nitrate. We've got a mining beam module S. That could be useful. And I'm just going to grab that. And we've got to get relic. So we've got space for the mining module. If we can find it, we're going to install that. Oops. In the multi-tool. I think I might have done quick transfer as opposed to install. If we put that, I think we'll put that there. That's going to give us plus 41% heat dissipation, 16% mining speed, overall overheat downtime minus there, fuel efficient, and plus 21%. That would be very useful. And of course, we should be able to get a bit of a bonus now from that. And we've got some creatures there. We're certainly going to scan those. It's all cash in the bank. Any other creatures around here? There's unknown building there. Just tag that. How far away is that? 410 meters. Thank you. It'd be a bit ironic if I think we'll fly to the unknown building. If I can find it. I suppose I've lost the tag because I'm in the ship, aren't I? That's annoying. I'm sure it said it was in this direction. Okay. Let's drop down. I mean, I've got plenty of fuel. Got you. Custom marker. There's the. Oh, so I've actually gone further away from the unknown building. Never mind. What is that over here? That's a copper deposit. Sitting on here, I might as well pick this copper deposit up. Because we can turn this into chromic metal. I think that's enough because I've got over 500. So we'll just top that up. Just get back to the ship. There's a little bit more dihydrogen. Not dihydrogen. Carbon. There, we'll certainly pick this up for the. I'm starting to push me luck a little bit here. Maybe it isn't such a good idea. Right, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. We've made good progress with the mission here, Leap in the Dark, and maybe in the next part we'll flip back and maybe do some base missions, or just to try and keep some kind of a balance going. Maybe we'll go and say hello to Apollo and Nada. And what I will do off camera is I will fly across the planet, see if I can find another small trading station so that I can complete this survey device ready for the next part. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.